Have you ever felt like you were standing in someone else's shadow, convinced they had a magic you just lacked? Ever looked at a friend who was effortlessly brilliant and wished you could just be them, forgetting all the unique brilliance inside you? This is a story about discovering that true success isn't about being good at everything, but about understanding your own gifts, nurturing them with dedication, and letting your passion light the way. Our story begins with a 12-year-old boy named David. David was a whirlwind on the football field. With the ball at his feet, he was poetry in motion, agile, quick, with a shot that could find the net from impossible angles. His teammates cheered, his coach praised his natural talent, and David felt pure joy every time he stepped onto the pitch. But off the field, a different story unfolded. In the classroom, especially during math lessons, David felt like a fish out of water. Numbers swirled into a mess, and equations looked like alien hieroglyphs. His best friend, Matt, was the complete opposite. Matt was no athlete. He stumbled over his own feet, and a football seemed to have a mind of its own when he tried to kick it. But Matt was a wizard with numbers. He aced every math test and solved complex problems for fun. David admired Matt's intelligence, but a quiet feeling of inferiority began to gnaw at him. Why can't I be smart like Matt? He'd wonder, his football triumphs overshadowed by his struggles with algebra. He started to believe his love for football was somehow less valuable than Matt's academic prowess. David's father, a wise and observant man, noticed his son's growing self-doubt. He saw the light dim in David's eyes after a bad math test, even on days they'd won a football match. He knew it was time for David to learn some fundamental truths about life. David, his father, said one evening, "Tomorrow, I want you to invite Matt over, but not just for video games. I want you both to play football in the park, and then I have a little challenge for you." The next afternoon, David and Matt were in the park. As they started to play, David found himself laughing. Matt, bless his heart, was hilariously bad. He tripped, he missed, he accidentally kicked the ball in the wrong direction. David, with gentle encouragement, tried to guide him, but it was clear Matt's passion lay elsewhere. After an hour, they sat down, catching their breath. "See, David," his father began, "Matt isn't very good at football, is he? Just like you find math challenging. But does that make Matt any less valuable? Does it make him a failure?" David looked at his friend, who was now trying to juggle a small pebble with a wide smile on his face. "No, Dad," David admitted. "He's still Matt. He's just not a football person." "Exactly," his father affirmed. "Everyone has their own unique strengths. You excel at football. Matt excels at math. One isn't better than the other. They are simply different." The first lesson is to recognize and celebrate these differences in yourself and in others. Don't compare your brilliance to someone else's, just because it takes a different form. Over the next few days, David started observing Matt more closely. Not with envy, but with curiosity. He noticed that Matt didn't just do his homework. He devoured logic puzzles and built intricate structures with Legos. He was always engaged in some math-related activity, seemingly without effort. "Matt practices math all the time," David remarked to his father. "But it doesn't even look like practice. It looks like fun." His father smiled. "That's the second lesson. Matt's proficiency isn't just natural talent. It's a result of consistent, joyful practice. He integrates it into his life because he's passionate about it. Persistent practice, even with things you enjoy, leads to mastery." Inspired, David declared he would study math 3 times harder. He spent hours poring over problems, forcing himself to memorize formulas. But after a week of intense, joyless effort, he was exhausted and frustrated. His grades hadn't improved, and even his enthusiasm for football had started to wane. "Dad," he groaned, "it's no use. I just can't do it. The more I try, the more I hate it." His father sat beside him. And that brings us to the third, and perhaps most important, lesson. Discipline and perseverance are vital. Yes, but they become incredibly easier when you genuinely love what you do. When you have a passion for something, the hard work doesn't feel like work. Trying to force yourself to excel at something you have no interest in is like pushing a heavy boulder uphill with your bare hands. It's exhausting and often fruitless. David looked at his father, a glimmer of understanding in his eyes. "So, what should I do about math?" "You have 2 choices. His father explained gently. You can either choose to learn what you truly love, like football, where your passion naturally drives your practice. Or, if something is necessary, like basic math, you can learn to find aspects of it to love. Find the challenge, the logic, the problem solving that might ignite a spark of interest. You might not become a math whiz like Matt, but you can become proficient enough. From that day forward, David's perspective shifted. He continued to excel at football, pouring his heart and soul into it. He still worked on his math, but instead of seeing it as a burden, he started looking for ways to make it more engaging. He never became a math genius, but he improved steadily, and more importantly, he found peace with his abilities. David learned that to truly become successful at something, you must either learn what you profoundly love, allowing passion to fuel your dedication, or you must actively learn to love what you are learning. Because when love and learning intertwine, that's when true magic happens, and your unique brilliance shines brightest. Thanks for watching, and if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.